Well, Hurricane Milton has the potential to be a hugely powerful storm, and right now it is barreling towards the Gulf Coast of Florida. People in low-lying areas have been told to get out now. CTV's Joy Malbon takes us through the warnings and the worries for residents. Joy.
Sandy, this storm is being described as catastrophic, historic. Even Tampa's mayor is telling residents evacuate or you will die.
It's a monster, the strongest hurricane in the Gulf in nearly 2 decades, and officials aren't mincing words.
I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
On the heels of Hurricane Helene, piles of debris still litter neighborhoods. And once again, Florida is preparing for the worst. The interstate bumper to bumper, more than 1 million people ordered to leave as Hurricane Milton barrels towards Tampa that hasn't been hit since the 1920s.
This could be the worst storm to hit Florida in over a century. And God willing, it won't be, but that's what it's looking like right now.
President Joe Biden canceled his trip to oversee the disaster as officials warn of catastrophic hurricane-force winds and a storm surge nearly 5 meters high. And making it all the more dangerous, a mountain of debris from Hurricane Helene could become flying hazards. This is Canadian Mark Taylor's neighborhood, cleaning up as best they could before evacuating for a 3rd time in as many years.
It's not just a lawn chair here and a lawnmower there. There's like thousands and thousands of pounds of stuff that is either going to go flying through the air or is going to choke up the sewers.
While they wait, from space you can see Milton has exploded in strength, fueled by climate change and warm water. It's now one of the most powerful storms ever recorded in the Atlantic, shaking this meteorologist well on air.
It's just an incredible, incredible, incredible hurricane. I apologize. This is just horrific.
President Joe Biden has approved more disaster assistance for Florida with about 1,000 federal workers on the ground. The governor says time is running out and to get out now. Sandy?
All right, Joy. Let's hear what CTV meteorologist Kaylin Mitchell has to say about Milton's trajectory. Kaylin.
Thank you, Sandy. Hurricane Milton will approach Florida as a Category 4, becoming a very strong Category 3 hurricane. The landfall looking increasingly likely to take place either late Wednesday night or in the very, very early morning hours of Thursday, with the landfall point being in the vicinity of or just to the south of Tampa. The storm will then maintain hurricane strength as it crosses that state and gets back out over the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the size of the storm is getting bigger, and that means that the tropical storm force hurricane force winds will be developing long before the landfall actually takes place. Those type of winds will be developing through Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, with the very strongest of the hurricane force winds expected to be felt just to the south of the landfall point. Winds with a storm this strong will cause extensive damage to utility infrastructure, lead to tree and branch fall. Some of the storm surge around coastal areas from Tampa just down towards the south could be in excess of 2.7 meters. That's over 8 feet. And there will be heavy inland rain, Tampa to Orlando towards the north. Some of the rainfall amounts could be 400 to 450 millimeters. Historically, it is the water hazards that create the most fatalities with these storms. Sandy.
Okay, Kaylin, thank you.